the Syrians. And when they had come to the outer skirt of the Syrian camp, to their surprise, no one was there. Hallelujah. Guess what? If they would have just sat there and just starved to death, they would have never entered this camp to take this chance to see if they will feed them or what. But they're surprised. No one's there. And why is no one there? Now, y'all remember when you see all capital Lord, that's Yahweh. For the Lord, verse 6, has caused the army of the Syrians to hear the noise of chariot and the noise of horses, the noise of a great army. So they said to one another, look, the king of Israel has hired against us the king of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to attack us. Hallelujah. When you hear sounds and you don't see nothing, you get a little nervous too. Hallelujah. Lord caused noise to happen as though there was horses and chariots. There was so many, like it was like they probably heard like multitudes, and they were probably looking around and saying, you hear all that noise? They got more people than we got. We got to get out of here. Hallelujah. He said the king has hired the Hittites and the king of the Egyptians to attack us. But it was the Lord's doing. Hallelujah. And it is marvelous in His sight. Just as it is marvelous in God's sight to put His son to death. Hallelujah. It was the Lord's doing. And it was marvelous in our sight. Because in that we have salvation. Verse 7. Therefore they arose and fled at twilight and left the camp intact, their tents, their horses, and their donkeys, and they fled for their lives. They got out of there. And when the lepers came to the outskirt of the camp, they went into one tent and ate and drank, and carried from it silver and gold and clothing, and went and hid them. Then they came back and entered another tent and carried some from there also and went and hid it. They having themselves a feast. They were sitting there outside the gate. They made that decision to go and surrender themselves to the Syrian army. To their surprise, no one's there. So they entered one tent. There's lots of food there. So they was eating and they was drinking. They was starving. They started eating and drinking. And they took them some gold, some silver, and some clothes. Look, they